an absolutely beautiful day here today, and I thought it might give this area where the old hall is one last go, because last time I was here I found that awesome ramhead shilling around the back through there, and it was getting late, so I could only stay there for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go specifically target that area and have one last sweep around this area before going to visit my dad, who's only a few kilometers down the road from here, my mum and dad. And then we'll see if we can get that permission for a gentleman that lives in this community that might be able to show us where the old Dundarran Provisional School was first situated, and we'll make contact with him today and see if we can get permission for my dad and I to have a look at that location. Okay, on to the treasure hunt. Okay, this is that area that I found the ramhead shilling in here, where I've seen these old posts and these trees. This section here looked really promising, so I've come back to this same area, and I just to the left here, just to the left from whereabouts we found that 1939 ramhead shilling, the silver coin. That seems to be a coin signal right there as well. That's what I'm hoping for. So when it's a stable signal and you can hit it from all directions and it stays stable, that is a really good sign. See if we can pinpoint exactly where that is. Let's have a look, see what we can unearth. That is a coin. That actually looks like a $2 coin. I'm not 100% sure, but that looks like a $2 coin has been there for a very long time. Let's have a look. Let's clean that up, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a $2 coin just because of the thickness of it. I can see a bit of gold on the edge there. So it's not a pre-decimal, but I'm sure there's got to be another pre-decimal coin in around here. Fingers crossed. Let's clean this one up and see what it is. Okay, so I've cleaned this up as best as I can. This has been sitting here for a long time. This is a 1988 $2 coin, and that could have been dropped 30 years ago. It could have been sitting in this earth for 30 years. It was literally only about 30 centimeters away from where that 1939 ramhead shilling was, just near that post. And this is where this 1988, this was the first year that $2 coins actually were minted. So I'm going to continue thoroughly having a look around this area, through here, and searching for that elusive pre-decimal coin. Okay, so I've just come through here, There is another good signal here, small signal. That's registering up quite high. Let's see what we can unearth here. Oh. Ah. No wonder that's coming up as a strong signal. That's a solid padlock, I believe. Yeah. Okay, that's got a lot of weight about it. That's solid brass. Okay, here we have a signal up in the 20s. Well, I think this might be this. This was quite hard to locate because it's so small, but I believe that is a pre-decimal, a coin, a Australian threepence, hopefully silver coin. That's too small to be a 1 cent piece. That's got to be a pre-decimal threepence. Let's clean that up and see what that is. Okay, we have some great news. This is indeed a pre-decimal coin. This is a 1914 Australian threepence silver coin, 92.5% silver. I'm so glad I didn't give up. It was so hard to pinpoint. These threepences are so small. They're very hard to pinpoint. That's an older King George. This is one of the first. I think threepences were first minted in 1911, I believe. So this is one of the earliest ones. High silver content. So glad to have discovered that to add to the treasure hunting collection. And that was found over here between the tanks. The silver shilling, the ramhead shilling, a week or so ago was found over there, and that 1988 $2 coin over there. So I just persevered. It's hard to detect this area because of the vines. I do have a good friend that does some caretaking here, and I might ask him politely if he can do some whippersnipping and clearing of all these areas as there could be some other pre-decimal coins. But yeah, this was awesome to get this little 1914 threepence from here. I'll just keep persevering. It's a good little area here. And on to the next discovery. We just had a signal here. I knew it wasn't a coin, but we dug it anyway because it was a strong signal. And this is actually a bullet casing, a 243 caliber bullet casing. You can see where the firing pin hit it there. That's the first bullet casing I've found so far on my little treasure hunting adventures. We used to have these 243 caliber rifles with the telescopic scopes on them out in the farming areas that we grew up as kids. I'll show this one to my dad. He'd be interested for sure. Okay, I'm going to continue searching around here and see what else I can uncover. Okay, I got a signal here reading 16 or 17 on the discrimination. That's usually high probability of being a pull tab off a aluminium can, unfortunately, but I decided to dig in anyway, and out comes you always think this is a penny when it first comes out because it's similar size, maybe a bit smaller, but these are the 20-cent coins. 2004 20-cent coin. That's been probably sitting there since about 2004 as well by the look of that. But yeah, but just a 20-cent coin. Okay, we have a fairly stable signal here. I'm not too sure what that is. It's obviously made of brass. There is a repeatable signal here, registering about 18. So it's worth having a look to see what it could be. Few tree roots here, unfortunately. Not too sure what this is. It's got a fair bit of weight about it. Might be made of lead by the feel of it. Okay, this signal is up in the 20s. It is jumping around a little bit, but It's always a good sign if you can get a stable signal from all directions. Usually means it's a spherical object. If I press this horseshoe button, that'll see if there's any rust on it. So it's not iron, that's a good sign. This is just little ways to hone in on what it could possibly be. It's got a fair bit of depth about it too, which is a good sign that it possibly could be a coin, an older coin. Here it is. I'm hoping that this could possibly be another silver coin. Hopefully it's not a 1-cent coin. Unfortunately, once I cleaned that up, that turned out to be a 1966. In 1966, that's the first year they were produced. Just when the decimal coins were released, 1966. So that's been sitting there for a long time, but unfortunately it's not a pre-decimal silver coin. And as per that shows generally, that's quite fairly accurate. It could have been an older Threepence, or as we can see down here, the 1 cent is 24. Registers about 24, and the older 1910 to 1945 sixpence are 25 to 26 generally, very close to that. And the newer Threepence, the 50% silver, register at about 16, and the older silver Threepence, the higher silver contents, are 23. So I was hoping it was that. Okay, I searched around that tree there and moved down the fence line, dug a few pull tabs and a bottle lid, and I've come here and got a strong signal of 21, and I can see the edge of a little gold coin there. That'd be a $2 coin. Wasn't very deep, so it may be more of a recent one. Better than digging the bottle lids and the pull tabs up. So I'll just continue on a little bit more, and then I'll head back to my dad's place, and then we'll see if we can organise potentially to go out to another permission. Okay, I just went down that fence line and just detected around this bus shelter, then came down here and got a signal. It's pretty hard ground, but we did locate a coin. Hopefully it's a pre-decimal coin. It looks very old. Could possibly be a 1 cent coin, but hopefully a pre-decimal. I'll clean that up and we can see what that is. And that is a 1 cent coin. I am searching for the pre-decimals, but yeah, there's plenty of these 1 cent coins laying around, unfortunately. But it's all the mystery of what you can uncover makes when you find a pre-decimal coin even more special. We'll continue on. I'll head to my mum and dad's place now, catch up, and hopefully be able to go to another property this afternoon and continue the treasure hunt. So I've spoken to a couple of the locals in the area, and we have found where the old school was located, out near the quarry. So we've got permission from the property owner out here to search through where the school was located, I believe from the 1940s onwards. But you can sort of see pathways here, old fence lines. So we're going to search through the outside here and go over the other side of the fence line near those old trees and believe where the old school was situated. So we'll see if we can uncover any old coins or any old relics. So I have searched right through there. The soil is really red soil here, so it is interfering a little bit with the detector, so that's making it a little bit harder to distinguish the signals. So I went through there, checked around through those trees and through the field, and we were told that this old school could have been situated anywhere from this property over there right up towards the pump station there on the side of the quarry. So really you can't detect through here, but the possibility that the school site could have been located in here. So I'm just going along the outskirts where I can, and I have got the first reliable signal. That is from all directions. So that's the first signal. It could either be a coin or a bottle lid or some spherical strong signal. So we'll give that a dig and see what that one is, but the signals are few and far between at the moment. Had a feeling that could be a coin, but that is a 50-cent coin. So that's an interesting place for a coin to be. Let's have a look there. I was hoping that could have been potentially a pre-decimal coin. Okay, we'll clean that up a bit and see what it is. That's a special commemorative 50-cent coin. Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. 50-cent coin. Never seen one of them before. 2005 edition. Awesome. Okay, we'll keep searching, hopefully get on to more of the older school grounds and might luck upon a pre-decimal coin or an old relic. We're back in this yard heading towards the fence line here and got a strong signal here. It was jumping around a bit, but we're sure that that was a coin, but when you flip it over it's actually rounded, so I don't think that is a coin. It's heavy. Don't really know what that is, but it as of course when you reveal that from the earth it does look like a coin, but I don't think that is. I'll just check this hole, but that's one of the mysterious objects. So we've come back to the sports field where the hall and the tennis courts and the old cricket field used to be, but we did come from up the road there where we were speaking with a man who lives on an old property that has the adjoining land, which was originally where the old Methodist church used to be before this hall over here even existed. There was a church and a hall area up there on the right far side of the road, and he showed us exactly where it was located. And we're just going to go to the historical museum in town and look at some black and white photos and see the actual positioning of it and the history of the area, because that's somewhere on a future date when the land dries out a bit, and it's a bit overgrown there as well, so we'll need to cut down the grass so we can detect there. But that's exciting. My dad and I will look forward to going there and seeing what we can discover. But where these mounds of dirt are here, I was told was where back in the day they would sit and spectate the cricket, which was a big thing back I think more in the 1950s and 60s and 70s here. So I'm gonna have a look around here, see if I can find anything, and then over there where the tennis shed is, that's something I can do at a future time as well. Quite a distinct signal straight away just here. Not too sure what that is, but that is solid steel of some description. Very heavy, very solid. No wonder that was such a strong signal. Okay, we'll continue the search. Okay, we got a signal over here, and a bit of a different sort of signal, and dug up, and here is an old matchbox car. So that's the first time I've ever dug one of them up. I'll clean that up just for interest's sake and see what model car that is. That is a Toyota Celica, I believe, 1978 Lesney. Toyota Celica X, 1978 Lesney. Wonder how long that's been sitting in there for. Cool, that brings back memories. Okay, here we have an overview of the items discovered on the treasure hunting adventure. This was the first section of the video here. Some old school pull tabs and lids, some lead nails. That's an old solid brass padlock, and here's a .243 caliber bullet casing. too sure what that one was. The coins, we got 6 coins at that location. The $2 coin, not far from where that ramhead shilling was found a week or two ago. Then we got this really old silver sixpence. That was good to find. That they're such a small coin, those ones. $1914 silver sixpence. Then the 1 cent coin, 20 cent coin, another $2 coin, another 1 cent coin was found in that first section. That old 1914 sixpence, I believe that's the 5th pre-decimal coin I found at that location. Another one was that 1912 Commonwealth of Australia penny, and that 1946 silver florin was also found there. Also that newer threepence that was found at that location, and then there is that beautiful 1939 ramhead shilling silver coin. Then we got permission to go to that area where the old school was located, the old state school, but unfortunately at this stage we haven't been able to locate the exact area that it was situated. We're going to have to visit the old historical museum in town and really isolate exactly where that was located. We did find this cool 50-cent commemorative coin, Commonwealth Games commemorative coin. I think the school kids, we had a look at the history of these coins, and this particular one, it was a competition amongst the school kids who'd get selected with the artwork to go on to that particular commemorative coin. It was a 2005 coin. Then we thought this was definitely a coin when it first dislodged from the earth, but as you can see, that's made of lead, but from that direction coming out of the soil it looked like a coin. An old Johnny Walker lid, pretty old school one. And this big heavy segment of lead here with the word GR on the bottom corner. That's really heavy solid lead. Plenty of pull tabs. These little things register really high on the, you'd swear they were a coin when the detector's going over them. But and then we did find Matchbox car. So it's seen better days, but it's a Matchbox car, Toyota Celica, 1978 Lesney. So yeah, that was always a fun treasure hunting adventure to unearth the mystery and bring it up to the light of day. I'm looking forward to the next adventure. Until next time.